Coach Collins make an opening statement, then we'll take questions.
First, I'd like to congratulate Butler on a good win. I thought that was a hard-fought game by both teams. Kind of two similar styles, two grinded-out teams that battle you every possession and don't give you an inch. And I think today for us was a good step in the right direction. We had not been playing well, and although we're disappointed in the end result, this is the best we've played in a while. I thought the spirit of my team was good. I thought we competed. I thought we executed offensively. There were a couple critical moments of the game. The last minute of the first half was key. It was a tie game. I thought we took a tough, quick, long three. They got a three-point play. We turned it over, another three-point play. So instead of going into half with the lead or tied, we're down 6. When you play a low-scoring possession-by-possession game, that's a tough thing. And then secondly, Butler's ability to score in the paint and get to the free throw line. 28-7 free throw disparity. That's hard. That's hard to overcome. In a close couple possession game, you're not going to win those games. And we were driving strong. I guess we got to drive stronger. And that's part of our growth and maturation. And these kind of games are really good opportunities for us. Butler's an established team. They're really well coached. They're tough. They got good players. I thought Jones was tremendous. I thought Dunn was tremendous today. That's what really good players do. They step up in big games, and those two kids did that. And we have break for finals now, and we have 5 home games coming up before we go into the Big Ten. And we need to do everything in our power to try to protect our home court.
Coach, you had talked earlier about switching up the lineup, and you did that. Were you happy with the results?
Yeah, I thought we played better. For me, it wasn't about putting blame on any player or players. It was just we hadn't been getting off to good starts. And, I really put the onus of that on our older guys. I feel like the players are the ones that need to set the tone for how the team plays. And the coach's job should be to work on execution and to try to strategize, how to play against a certain team. The players have to hold each other accountable for how hard you play, how you start games. So that was strictly about, I went with 5 veterans because I challenged them to set the tone for our team. And I thought they did a good job. And I thought it was the best Bryant and Vic have played in the last couple of games coming off the bench. I thought both those guys gave us a great lift.
So Coach, we saw a lot of Saluski, Breitberg, Caphorn, and less freshmen. Is that being on the road, or is that the direction?
Again, we're on a road game. We're in a tough environment. I wanted to put the onus on our older guys. I wasn't pleased how we started when we showed some signs, of coming back the other night, but you can't get off to a 20-2 deficit. And I just felt today was the day for the older guys, and I wanted to see what kind of tone that they would set. And I thought they did a good job. Again, this is the best we played. This is the best we played. We just played a really good team on their home floor. That's tough to beat. And you can't have. We're right there. You take away that last minute of the half, and obviously a couple tough turnovers late. We're right there. And so we're not far off. We got to get better, and that's what this next little stretch is about.
Coach, started with points in the paint. Butler outscored you guys by about 16 going into halftime.
Yeah. And
then they stretched it to finish it by outscoring by 18 at the end of
Yep.
the game. How much of that played in the outcome of the game, and what adjustments did you try to make at halftime?
It was big. It was big. I thought they beat us off the dribble. I thought especially Jones and Barlow, those guys were in our paint a lot, which then causes you to help, and then guys are recovering, and they're big, strong kids. All those guys, they do a good job. They're aggressive. I thought we were being aggressive too. But obviously when the point of when you lose by 18 in the paint and you get outshot from the free throw line 28-7, that's going to be tough to overcome.
There were moments in the game against Georgia Tech where you guys fought back and you kind of fell apart in a series of possessions that all happened really close. And tonight, same thing kind of happened with about 3.5 minutes to go. What is it going to take to have your team make a call in those moments?
Yeah, that's where you want to rely on your veteran. That's partially my job. Obviously, it's partially my job to instill that in the guys, and then it's the guys on the floor. You had 3 veteran guys out on the floor, and those guys, they got to steady the ship right there. You got to get a free throw block out. You can't turn it over. But those are things, guys, it's part of the process. This doesn't happen overnight. We played good, it just wasn't good enough. I'm pleased with how we played today. It doesn't mean I'm happy with the result. I'm competitive, I want to win. But I'm really pleased with how my guys played. We had some critical breakdowns, like you said, that we have to clean up, and hopefully we'll do that going forward.
What do you think of the effort that he's had for well?
I thought it's the best he's played. It's the best he's played. I love the look he had. He had the look of somebody who was determined. He had a dunk, he had a layup in traffic. He makes the big three, but I told him he made the big three because of all the other stuff he was doing. And it was a big step forward for him. Now he's got to use it because we could really use him. He's got the ability to shoot the ball. He's athletic. He's 6'8". He's skilled. And we need him. We need him. We need everybody. And I was really pleased with how he played today.
Coach, what did you see from Big Ball today, especially on the offensive end, that was maybe different than what he had seen just starting this week before?
Yeah, I thought he was more, he wasn't, obviously he took care of the ball better. I think the other night he had 5 turnovers, some charges, and I just thought he got out of sorts. I thought he took good shots. I thought he played active. I thought he was athletic, which what we need. He hit some big threes for us. We needed it, and he can do that. And I think the next step for him now is to be able to, he should be a guy that, we got to learn how to get him to the foul line, where he gets those switches on him and be able to absorb the contact and try to get himself to the free throw line. Because we need to get some of those points. When you're struggling, Trey and Rashawn struggled from the field, which I thought they played better. They just struggled shooting the ball, but you got to finish inside. You got to get to the line, in order to manufacture some points. And that's something that Vic, I think, can do. And we need to do a better job of getting the free throw line.
Coach, with Alex being 7-footer, you guys had the height advantage. I think you only had 6 points in the paint, 4 rebounds, no block shots. Are you expecting more out of him in the post?
Yeah, they were swarming on him. I thought he got a little ahead of himself. He had a couple of travels in the first half. But Alex gives us 11 and 4. 4 of 8 shooting. Obviously you'd love to get a double-double, but part of that, you got to give Butler credit. Those guys, they're one of the best rebounders. They have 30 offensive rebounds against North Carolina, who's got 7 or 8 McDonald's All-Americans. So they're a good team. It's not always about what you don't do, it's about what the other team does to you.
How often are you going to want to see him shoot that 3-pointer?
If he's open, I want him to shoot it. He's one of our best percentage 3-point shooters, if you look at the numbers. It doesn't mean he's going to shoot 5 to 6 a game, but he's shooting about 50% from 3. So if he's got his feet set, when he's open, I want him to shoot the ball. It's a shot he's capable of making.
Chris, you're a guy who appreciates basketball. What's it like to and Nico win this?
Special. Yeah, it's special. Coming in this morning and for the shoot around, walking out, you feel mystique, you feel history, and when you grow up loving basketball, and obviously this is as good a basketball state as there is. I have so much admiration for how much people love basketball in the state of Indiana and how much people cheer for their teams, and it goes all the way down. It's not even just college. It's you go to high school games, and they love basketball, and it's fun to be able to play in this area. And this is just one of those special buildings. It was my first time competing in this building, as a player or coach, and it was special. You feel it. You feel it when you walk in, and it was fun to be able to be here and have a chance to experience that.
You said this is the best your team has played today. On paper, this would be your strongest opponent in the non-conference. So what do you take from that?
I think it's a step in the right direction. I really do. A lot of times it's about how you're playing. When we won some games early in the year, I didn't like how we were playing. We found a way to win those games, and I was really happy about that. But I just didn't like the way we were playing. And today, I like the way we played. I don't know if that makes sense. I like the way we played. I liked how we executed. I liked the looks we had. I liked the spirit that we had. Our huddles were good. We came out of timeouts a number of times and scored. Which shows guys are locked in. And so I just felt like today was the first chance I felt like we had the team that's going to be excited to watch, that I'm going to be excited to watch grow. I hadn't felt that in the previous games. So, and that's why I felt fortunate that we had the record we had, because I didn't feel we had played to the level of our capabilities. Today we did. It just wasn't enough against a really good team.
Coach, 5 3-point attempts for Butler is far and away their lowest total of the season. Was it a point of emphasis for you for this league to
Yes.
take away the perimeter?
Definitely. I mean, that's a trademark of Butler basketball. And, you know, Dunham's as good a three-point shooter to me. He's as big a weapon from that at the range as anybody in the country. And, you know, I give him credit. I thought he manufactured his points tonight. He had two incredible shots when they needed them. You know, step back twos, one going to his right, one spinning back to his left that hit the rim a couple times. He's a really good player. But our whole thing with him was no threes and no free throws. You know, and if you make a guy like that take tough twos and he makes it, sometimes you have to tip your cap to him. He's a good player, and that's what he did. Especially, I thought those two late when they really needed him.
Time for one more.
When Butler's switching so much on the perimeter, especially from the ball screens, as an offense, what do you have to do differently when you're facing a defense like that?
Well, I thought we did a good job attacking him, really. I mean, if you look at it, I thought we got, and I know you will be studying it, looking at it. We executed well. If you study it, we got good shots. We moved the ball. We got them in mismatches. We drove them. We kicked. We made some. We missed some. You know, I thought we ran good offense. You know, sometimes it's a make or miss game. You hear it all the time. And you know, I thought coming in, I thought we executed a lot of what we wanted to do offensively. And when you're playing a good team, you gotta knock that shot down, or you gotta get to the line, or you know, you got to take care of the ball. But I was pleased with what we did against their defense, which is not an easy defense to play against. I mean, their team, I think they were holding opponents to well in the low 30s and in the 20s from three. You know, so we shoot 41% against them and mid 30s from three. So I mean, that's above what they were giving up. So I thought we did a pretty good job offensively.
All right, thanks everyone. Well, players available outside the locker room and top court.